Did you know that financial stress can actually shorten your lifespan? Studies have shown that chronic financial stress can lead to severe health issues, including heart disease and a shortened life expectancy. It's time to break free from financial stress. Let's dive in. This is Money Habits. I'm your host, Dr. Stephanie Aldrich, and I'd like to talk about money and habits that can help improve your life. If you're new to the channel and like the video, please hit the subscribe button down below and stay till the end so you can learn which money habits you need to work on to get rich. So today we're talking about 10 money habits that changed my life forever. The first one is write down my expenses. In order to make a plan for when I want to retire, I needed to sit down and start a budget. I needed to know exactly how much money was going out and where I was spending it. I had to run the numbers. I collected all my bills and credit card statements from the past month and thought about what I was actually doing with my money and what I could charge and what I could change. This first step is probably the hardest thing I had to do because I had to critique my own financial decisions, and many of them were not pleasant or helpful to me or my family. So I had to make a hard decision and make some drastic changes that have helped me turn things around. The next one is pay off debt. Proverbs 22:7 is the borrower is slave to the lender. I was astonished at how many bills I had every month. I had the car payment, the house payment, Netflix, gym memberships, utilities, business loans, courses that I took up, that I signed up for, and recurring payments. It was quite shocking when I added them all up. I finally got fed up with all my money going in other people's pockets, and I started canceling things and paying them off. I started to throw away any extra money that I had on the car loans, the business loans, and then finally the house. Dave Ramsey's baby steps really helped me get things in order and finally get things paid off. You gotta love them or you gotta hate them, but his system really does work. And he's also helped millions of other people over the past 3 decades of podcasting do the same thing and get out of debt. The next one is financial education. After getting my debts out of the way and knowing what my numbers were and how much margin I had to invest, I had to start reading and learning about investing. There's so much about investing out there, but I really wanted to keep things simple and easy. I started investing in real estate and oil drilling syndications. I started investing in whole life insurance. Then I found a company that buys medical debt and invested in that. I then started to invest in some private equity and credit deals. And finally, I found a high yield dividend index fund to start investing in. All of these investments helped me to not only diversify my investments, but also gave me different people to invest in uncorrelated industries. Get rid of my stuff. Declutter. Along with getting my finances right, I started watching a lot of minimalism videos. I started looking around my house and started selling unused stuff and decluttering my closets. Do I really need 16 spatulas? I don't need 7 vases. And why is my closet full of clothes that I don't even wear and probably can't even fit into nowadays? Over the course of 2 years, I probably got rid of over half of my stuff. Then my family got on board and really started decluttering their excess too. We now have a new rule in our house: one in equals one out. If we buy something new, we must get rid of something old. This has worked so far for us to keep more organized and less cluttered. We had some old friends over for New Year's this past year, and they commented how clean and tidy our house looked. And I didn't do anything crazy. I didn't do any kind of special cleaning before the party. It looked clean because it was decluttered. My counters are bare. I don't have a lot of knickknacks collecting dust. There's no extra blankets sitting out or too many pillows on the couches. I have just enough to use and no excess and that's why it looks nice and clean and tidy. This has been a huge cash saver over the past few years. Not buying stuff to buy stuff, but to buy stuff when something that I use breaks or is truly needed. The next money habit that changed my life forever is meal prep and batch cooking. I got a new grill and Blackstone griddle this past year, which is flippin' awesome because my old grill wouldn't even start and it was kind of getting rusty on the edges. Um, we've been eating a lot of keto for the past few years and stumbled upon the carnivore diet, and it has made my life so much easier. We have a date, my husband and I, every week where we go to our local butcher and get what meat we want to cook in for that week. My hubby drops me off at the house and I fire up the grill and the griddle and I try to cook everything all at once. He then goes off to Sam's Club or to whatever store we need for the rest of the week while I batch cook. It has saved me money because we buy in bulk. It has saved me time because I can cook everything at once and clean up all at once. You would think that just buying meat would be very expensive nowadays because of inflation, but you'd be wrong. Because we're eating only protein, we're eating a lot less because we're fuller faster and we don't snack in between meals. It's saving us a lot of money on groceries over the long haul. The next one is a no spend challenge. So I follow another YouTuber that always does a no spend January, and I decided this year that I wanted to do the same thing. I saved an extra 600 bucks that I would have spent otherwise on stupid stuff that I didn't even track because in my budget I have that amount set aside for, you guessed it, stupid stuff. Um, and because it was after the holidays, I didn't really have anything to spend that money on, and it was cold because I'm here in Ohio, so I really didn't want to go out of the house either. So it was pretty easy to follow the no spend challenge for that month. And I think I'm going to do another one this month. Oops, wrong way. The next one is get rid of personal credit cards. I decided that, you know what, from my past history, I couldn't control myself with a credit card. There's been months where I didn't pay it off fully and wanted to be more responsible with my money. So I paid it off and canceled it. I only have a debit card. This has really made me more financially responsible and decreased my impulse shopping because there's only so much in the checking account to go around. The next one is library app. I use Libby and Hoopla. They're free. You can get them for Android and iPhone. And this has saved me thousands of dollars on books and audiobooks. The library is free. I can borrow what I want and consume the information for free. I'm constantly reading or listening to something that either makes me a better person or makes me more money. The next one is automating. I now automate my finances. All my bills are paid automatically every month. Some of the investments are automated too, while others I still have to physically go in and wire the money to invest. But for the most part, automate as much as I can so that I could guarantee that I hit my investment numbers and guarantee my financial freedom. I review things monthly to make sure everything is working. But besides that, it's all hands off and automatic. And the last thing, the 10 money habits that changed my life forever is that I calculated my financial freedom number. How do I know how much I want to invest if I don't even know what number it is that I want to hit? There's so many calculators online that can help with this. Since I invest primarily for cash flow and dividends, my number was easy to figure out. I need enough money to pay for my expense plus travel and out of the ordinary costs like new cars and home repair, which I can divide over so many years of saving. I'm basically working until I have enough from my investments that will fully replace my income. Not everyone needs to do this, but I want to have enough just in case. I also want to leave my son and my kids, or his kids, my grandkids, some money so that they can build it and live an easier life. All of these things I have implemented and made part of my life since 2018. And yeah, I was in my 40s when I started really dialing in my finances. So it's never too late to do it. You've just got to start doing something today because it's not something that you can change overnight. It will take time, but it's definitely possible to not only clear your debt, but also start building wealth and actually retire if you choose, even if you start later in life. So that's it for the show today. Thanks for watching. Which money habit do you need to start today? Let me know down in the comments. And until next time, this is Money Habits.